In Nancy, a young woman presents herself to the parents of a missing girl as their long-lost daughter. But is she or isn't she? At its core, this is a Sarah movie. It's focused on a woman, the title character, and she's really questionable. She could be a monster, or maybe she's not. And I like those kind of movies, but what you need to do with those kind of movies is either... The pleasure of those movies is either seeing what that person does and who they draw into their web, or gaining a deeper understanding of them, or preferably both. And I don't really think I got either out of this movie.
We like subtlety, and this movie is trying really hard to be subtle.
Yes.
And it's vague instead.
Yes,
Vagueness is not subtlety.
No.
It keeps presenting, like, in one shot it'll present her maybe as a predator or something, but you're like, why is it doing this now? It sort of didn't do that before, kind of did. And then in the next shot, it presents her as kind of, I don't know, a victim of herself.
Yeah. It presents you with information, but doesn't tell you how to read it. And it seems nitpicky, but I'm going to focus on something. Her hair. I know you were distracted by it, too.
I was.
It's big.
Yeah.
And it's messy.
Yeah.
And it's like a choice that was made. And there's one or two scenes about it. But what does the hair tell us about her? Does it tell us that she's unable to cope with life? Does she use it as a defense mechanism? At no point are we really given a scene to tell us why it might be that way. It could give us two reasons. It could be complex, but instead we don't get anything.
There's a scene later in the movie where the mom character brushes her hair, and maybe that has to do, that could mean something, but because you don't know where it starts out from, you're not sure where it's ending.
And it doesn't really stay brushed.
No.
So I was confused.
Yeah. In Hereditary, a movie we both liked, there were a lot of creative choices that were like, this is off. The acting is off, the frame is off, it doesn't feel right, it's not a smooth, movie. Mm-hmm. That felt intentional. It did not feel intentional here.
Well, Hereditary, it does that because bad things are happening. You're not sure if bad things are happening or not in Nancy.
Right, and in Hereditary, there's all this family stuff, and the family is really off.
Right.
And in here, it is off, but it doesn't really connect that way.
Yeah. My own feelings about this movie are so nebulous that it's hard for me to recommend it or not. See it if you want to, skip it if you don't.
I completely agree. What's been your favorite indie movie so far this year, or even last year?
You can leave us a comment below, or you can find us on Twitter.